This is Tobie Hewitt, speaking with Spirit. And I'd like to start today by apologizing for using a word I never, ever use. I never use the word die because I don't believe in the concept of death. I do use the word transition. And what does that mean when I'm using it? It's similar to the idea of a caterpillar creating its own cocoon, growing in that cocoon, and then emerging as a butterfly. And that similarity, that metaphor has been used a lot. But there's a problem with that because we don't enter as caterpillars. We are light beings. We are spirit. And as spirit, we come from the other dimension into our current bodies. We live, we grow, we learn, and then we exit these bodies and simply return to the other dimension. It's as simple as that. We are beings of light. We are spirit. Now, I call this a transition and not death because I believe, in fact, I'd like to think I know that there is no death and there are no dead. Now, why can I say that with some reasonable surety? I can tell you that when I give a reading to a sitter and I talk to their loved ones in spirit and I bring back verifiable information, there's nothing else to think but that there is no death. We are always we are always spirit, whether we're in a body or we're not in a body. And so therefore, we're just transitioning from one state of being to another, always having our own spirit, our own being of light, our own light clothes, as we say. Anyway, so there is no death. There are no dead. And because of that, we really need to stop thinking about death as something that involves a feeling of fear. There's nothing really to fear about death if all we're doing is basically taking off one set of clothes and entering another dimension. When we give up the fear of death, we can start living our lives really, really as fully as we were supposed to when we first came here. When we give up fear, that doesn't mean we have to give up caution. I look both ways when I cross the street, and I take care when I'm not feeling as though I'm perfectly safe. But when you give up the idea of fear of death, we're able to comport ourselves as though we are those beings of light, those spirits, and we don't have to worry about what's going to come next. We can be living in a very feeling like we're secure in the idea that we're just going to change into a different dimension and wearing a different set of clothes. So I'd like to leave you with this. This week, I'd like you to start practicing the idea of not living in fear, because there's nothing to fear. I believe that we don't need to live in fear. We need to live in the light because we are beings of light. If you would like to ask a question, you may contact me through Tobie Hewitt, Intuitive Consultant, on my Facebook page. You can leave a message, a question that I will be happy to answer in a future video. You can also leave a message if you would like to have a reading, and I will contact you for that also. So you can contact me through Tobie Hewitt, Intuitive Consultant, on Facebook. Thank you for joining me this week. Namaste.